I know you guys are just as excited as I am to get to today's video. But before we do that though, this section of the video is sponsored by Xness. Xness really just flexed on all of the brokers in the game recently. www.financemagnets.com put Xness as broker number 1 over all of its competitors, and when you look at their trading volume, it's not that hard to understand. For the month of October, Xness reached over $1 trillion in trading volume. What I find even more impressive is that they have had 234,559 active clients for the month of October, and that is quite huge. And for the third quarter of the year, July to September, they paid out over $470 million in client withdrawals. Please go and revert that to rand to see how much it is. Now when you're done, ask yourself, if Xness is out here dishing out money like this, why aren't you getting a piece of the pie? Find the link in my description and sign up for an account today. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the very first Disingenuous podcast of 2022. I know this episode was supposed to drop on Friday already, but Friday something more interesting happened over the weekend. I was really busy, but I'm sitting down with you today so that we can finally get this podcast going. So before I start with the podcast, I would just like to plug my second channel. I am done procrastinating any further. Okay. No, sorry, that is my manual waiver. I'm done procrastinating, so please go and check out my second channel. I will leave the link in the description, where I will be basically sharing tips and analysis tricks and how I understand the market, you know. So yeah, you can go and pop on over to my second channel. It's been in existence. I've just been procrastinating uploading anything there. So yeah, I'm gonna start very soon, because I believe that I also, further than exposing people, I believe I also have other things that I can offer to this industry, like being maybe a stepping stone for these younger up and coming traders. And yeah, I'm talking about younger up and coming traders. I think by now it's safe to say, with what we've experienced and what we have seen with young Shane, that there's a huge following that is stepping into Forex trading now straight out of the school banks. And we should have seen this already when it came to NAS 100A, because like I said, that's a schoolboy as well. But now, having dealt with the second case, right, being young Shane, having dealt with the second case, it's kind of really clear where to this industry is moving. Like with anything else, whatever is trending will move to the youth, and the youth will move with that. But it becomes a problem when the youth are starting to scam people. Now, I will leave the link to Shane's video, young Shane's video, up here. If you haven't checked it, go and check it out. But the big problem that they have with this, right, is that the internet has become too accessible for children. Like, I know I'm gonna sound very old now, but back in my day, the furthest the internet could take you was Facebook, Mixit, and then there was some other to go, some other online chat apps. But the point that I'm trying to make is that technology has become so accessible to teenagers over the years that they fall, I wouldn't say they fall quicker into technology, but they navigate around technology much easier than even I do, than even some people older than me does. They are the ones that is literally building their whole life through the internet. Okay, so for me, taking that into consideration, right, obviously there's gonna be some flexing. It's a young lady, like we are supposed to expect this from the children, right? But the thing is the big problem that I have with this is that maybe like, I know I'm not the only parent. I just became a parent now. My child is only 6 months old now. But I don't know how you guys feel, but can some parent out there just comment below if you feel like I'm gonna be over the top with this. But up until my daughter is like 16, 17 years old, you're gonna have a basic phone, my bro. You're not gonna have no Instagram, no Twitter, no TikTok. Like, I don't want to say I want to filter the world for her, but or I want to be in charge of everything that she watches and all of that. But I believe, like, just as much as the internet can leave a good impression on children, it can leave a bad impression on the children, if you take into consideration now Nas 100 and Young Shane. Now, for me, I still feel like they are young, they can still redeem themselves, but like, this is the point that I wanted to actually make. No, they are in school right now. This is the best place for them to be as ladies. And I'm pretty sure that some of you will agree with me when I say this now. School is where they stand the best opportunity or the best chance to get the opportunity to become a legit Forex trader and a legit Forex mentor. So what am I saying by that? When I don't know if schooling is still the same with that 50%, 30% matric pass rate. You know, it shows schooling has changed a lot. But when I went to grade 10, right, I could choose my subjects. And if you are so serious about your Forex trading, right, why not go the economics route? That is the best way possible. Go the economics route. Go the accounting route. I believe they are in a package, economics and accounting. And then because obviously it will teach you and show you how to work with money, but not only that, accounting will help you manage that money in a way that I wouldn't say you are able to avoid tax loopholes and stuff like that, but or fall into the tax loopholes and stuff, but you would know how to work your money responsibly, is what I'm trying to say, if you are an accountant, because you exactly know where the loopholes are at. Anyway, pause good, then go to varsity with that marks and all of that, right? And you apply for your Forex course. That is the best way you can do it. When you come out, and I've seen there's a lot of varsities that does this. The first varsity that I've seen do this is UJ, I believe. University of Johannesburg. I'm not sure if they are still dabbling in the Forex course, but I believe there is other universities that offer this as well, and that would be the safest way for you to not only get educated properly in Forex trading, but also when you need to go and get registered for your licenses and you need to go write your exams and all of that. Yes, to be authorized, you're gonna write exams and stuff. Or write tests, sorry, not exams, tests. Then it will be easier, because not only do you have experience coming from fresh out of varsity with this experience, but it would be a case of now that you are done with it, right? While you are busy with it, the people that's doing this for you will see that, hey, this person is serious. And because you have gone through the proper channel of getting your degree and all of that, or whatever they hand out at the end of the Forex course concerning accredited sources now, like varsities. I'm not sure if they hand out a degree. I think that would now be a really cool challenge for me. Let me know in the comment section if I should take on the challenge, because I passed matric, and if I use my money correctly, then I can most definitely afford to enroll for a Forex course, just so that people can. I think I should do that. But as I was saying, now that you are qualified to do these things, the road forward will be much easier. Way easier. So you guys that's at school that have this major interest in Forex trading, do not look up to these guys that I've exposed. Please don't look up to these guys that I've exposed. There is nothing more disingenuous than portraying like you guys are pretty soon gonna see another FSA regulated broker that is gonna start doing advertising through my channel. But we were having a talk the other day, and they were giving me a list of people whom I haven't made videos about yet. And I actually applauded them for that, because that shows that they're not gonna pay or put anyone onto a campaign that has a past that you can tear apart, you know. And we tear you apart. We have no... we don't feel for that at all. But the point that I'm trying to make now, guys, is that if you go through the solid qualification route, there's nothing no one can do to you at all. It doesn't matter what they try. You got the qualifications for it. Now you're still gonna go and get registered for it. Please finish your school, guys. Do not look up to these Nobakanjan Forex traders. The ones that you should be looking up to now, those guys, they are really laying low. And they do not see themselves as Forex traders even, because I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, the label Forex trader comes with a whole lot of negative stigma nowadays. And it's not because of the content that I've been putting out. It's because of what's been happening all along. What has been going on right under our noses. And the thing is, right before things gets crazy, I'm there to warn people. Like, I'm gonna take which is actually the next topic that I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna take before I cross over, kids, stay in school, finish your school. If you wanna do Forex, pause good so that you can get a bursary, and then you go and enroll for that Forex course. Because at the end of the day, don't go and waste your parents' money. The Forex courses on the varsities are way more expensive, but the education that they offer is much more real than these two-bob Forex mentors that you get out there nowadays. Okay, stay in school, finish school, and do it the proper way. So the next topic that I wanted to speak about was Johan Steinberg that was being arrested. Like, you know, there comes a lot of hate with what I do, guys. I won't lie to you. There comes out of 10 messages that I get per day. This is why you guys see me so slow moving through my inboxes on Instagram. Do not stop inboxing though. Some of your messages I have scrolled through. I haven't accepted it because I've placed it on the setting where I have to accept the chat, but I can read the chat. And some of the stuff that you guys have sent me are really motivational. But out of like 10 messages, you will find that odd 2-3 messages that's like, yeah, you deserve to die. I hope you get caught. I hope they chop your tongue out. You know, such nonsense. But people do not understand the responsibility that I've taken on, right? Take MTI for an example, no? 2 months before this man went on the run, no? I warned people. After that, people still came to me and people was like, yeah, we're still gonna go and invest. We don't care what you say. You are just someone with a stupid, dinky YouTube channel. And to me, it was just like, okay, no, that's good. Because at the time that I put out the MTI videos, I think my subscriber count was like 3,000, 4,000. Who will even take someone at this point of me having 20k subscribers? Who will take me serious? No one. And I took it at that. I never fought back. I never got angry back. But at the end of the day, the only thing that, and I think most of you guys have seen this in the comment section, the only thing that I would constantly reply to these people is, don't refute me. And even to the guys that would go after my looks, don't refute the fact that my lips is darker than yours, that my lips is more voluptuous and more bigger than yours. Don't go after that. That is just stupid. That shows that you have no argument point. You have no point that you can shoot from. Argue the facts. Refute what I've put out. Refute the evidence. Refute the screenshots. Take me to court if I'm lying. You know? And at this point, none of that has happened. Since I laid eyes on MTI, to me it was like 1% per day. That is possible when you look at an independent trading standpoint, but it's also gonna be you taking on a lot of risk for that 1% per day. And I mean, when you look at it this way, there is 30 to 31 days per month, right? That means you're gonna gain 30 to 31% per month. Guys, that isn't even what the top hedge funds pay out per year. Go look at how much Warren Buffett's, and I'm sorry for running to Warren Buffett. I'm sorry for running to the big leagues. But the reason why I'm running to the big leagues is so that you can see that the people in the big leagues do not even say, they do not even promise you 1% per day. I think the max they will give you per year is like 11 to 12%. I'm talking under correction here. Anyone can correct me. Like, this is an open platform. Anyone can come and correct me in the comment section. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that not even Warren Buffett promises his clients 365% return on investment per year. And that is what people didn't catch. Like, guys, before things become a scam, this is what I want you guys to take into consideration, to realize, and to take very serious now. I studied business management, and under business management, you are gonna study advertising, or at least a part of, marketing. And marketing has to do with advertising, right? Now, when it comes to, that is why people's marketing campaigns, guys, from jump, this is the only thing that I've been coming here to do. I've literally just been taking people's marketing campaigns apart. That's all. That's literally all I've been. Go look back on my videos and you will see that every single video there's at least 2 or 3 things about people's marketing campaigns that I found fraudulent, that I come and expose here. And then most of them, they will actually, cack in their pants about it. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that is what I'm nagging on the whole time, on the advertisement. And I think I've said it in a live before, but the advertising is very often what puts me onto them. The advertising is very often what makes me realize, or what makes me say in my head before I do the research, this bruh is a scammer. I'm not lying to you guys, because from an advertising standpoint, you can already see when something is way too good to be true. Let me put my phone on silent. I'm in it now. I'm in it. You guys can see I'm in it. But you guys know what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, when I warn you guys about these things, take it serious. Like, literally take it serious. I mean, when it comes to MTI, I broke down their whole management structure. And you guys are now wondering, this is also something that I would like to address in the podcast now. Sometimes I have to go through the salacious route. I have to go through the drama to show you guys the actual things that I wanted to show you. Like, if I have to take into consideration what I mean with the drama and all of that now, with DJ Coach, I'm gonna make an example now. What drama is to him, like, I'm constantly telling you guys, this guy don't own his cars, it's rented. The houses that he claims to have purchased is rented. I constantly say this, right? But then I go out and then I prove it to you guys. Now it's like I'm bringing evidence. I'm showing you guys, this is what is up. This is how he's been lying all this time. Because without me showing you the lies, without me going through the drama to get to those lies, to show you how these people are reeling you in, you are not gonna watch. I mean, when you look at my MTI videos, the first ones that I put out, the warning video, that got what? I think it's like 4,000 views at max, if even. But then, this is a perfect example now. I looked at my analytics the other day when I read about Johan Steinberg that got arrested. I looked at my analytics, right? And before the Johan Steinberg video, the MTI video, I put out a video about DJ Coach, showing how DJ Coach is lying and all that. And by far, when it comes to numbers, MTI outscammed DJ Coach. DJ Coach won't even touch what MTI have scammed out of people. So you would expect that the viewership would be crazy for MTI, right? The people would be thirsty for the knowledge for MTI, right? Because when you look at it factually, MTI is one of the biggest scams to come out of the modern day. There is no lie about that. Go look at the viewership. 2000, 2600. This is the one with the thumbnail where it's Johan Steinberg's face alone and it says prison next to it. Go look. But then you look at how I don't actually want to say it because I don't want to take people that studied for years to call themselves a journalist, but just look at the journalistic from a journalistic point of view, all of the facts that I've included, how hard I've worked on that video. And I'll be real, I was still an amateur. I'm not as easygoing as I am now. I mean, I've been shooting this whole podcast now straight off my mind. I can show you guys the topics straight off my mind. Oh my gosh, the light is too bright here. But there you guys can see bullet points, 3-4 bullet points straight off my mind. I'm easy with this now. At that time I wasn't even as easy as that. So for me it was like everything was written down, everything was scripted, everything was said to the point because I wanted the information out there to be not only of sound quality, but if not anything else, I wanted to be true. Go look at how much views that video got. But now go look at how much views that video got where I just stated all of the Forex traders that got robbed now recently. You guys know what I'm saying? So that in point now shows me that the public's interest is not with pushing the community forward. The public's interest is literally not with pushing the community forward, because if it was, videos such as that MTI video would have been taken way more serious. I mean, carte blanche came a whole 2-3 months after me to do a MTI expose. A whole carte blanche, guys. A whole carte blanche. Now, I'm not saying I'm better than carte blanche. I'm not saying I out-journalized them or whatever the case may be. But what I do want to say is I was first. I broke that story first. Okay, there is other people, let me not lie, there is other people that was out there that made videos before me about that. But the point that I'm trying to make here is, for you guys, I was most probably the first brat to talk about it. Because for me, I was the first brat to come put it out to, I wouldn't say to a South African audience, because there was people that was talking about it, but to me they were like tiptoeing around it. And if they didn't tiptoe around it, if they spoke straight, I wouldn't have even touched MTI. But the awareness on what it actually was just wasn't good enough for me, and that is why I did those videos. And when you look at it now, where we are today, man's got arrested in Brazil. Like, show me where I've lied, man. The only place on the MTI thing that people can say I got wrong is the destination. And there is a very good, not even an excuse, there's a very good reasoning for that. There was a live that Johan Steinberg made once with some of his international clients, and in that same video he spoke to them about Liberland and how he bought citizenship in Liberland and how that will basically become the first Bitcoin island or Bitcoin country, which to me just sounded like a big red flag, because if there's one thing that I do know, guys, it's that your top ranking mafias and your top ranking gangsters, they use Bitcoins and stuff to clean their money, to launder their money. So at the end of the day, him wanting to go there just sent off red flags, and I reported on it. And it turned out mans was hiding in Brazil. No, using fake. You guys see now, no? This is what I want you guys to know, and what I want you guys to realize. This is for the scammers now, because I know you guys watch me as well, and I most certainly appreciate your viewership as well. I can see it in the dislikes in my videos. I still love you guys, because yet again, I'm still gonna give you guys some good advice that you need to listen to. But the point that I'm trying to make here now, no, is that the MTI scandal, no, was valued at 9 billion rand, no, and that man is still caught, my bro. That man is still caught. A whole 9 billion and you get caught. Nah, something isn't. No, something isn't right. Something really isn't right, my bro. A whole 9 billion and you get, okay, that's the first thing. A whole 9 billion and you get caught. The second thing is for him to be able to have moved as easily as he did, he would have need to have other identifications. And like they said in the news article that I read for you guys, man's had a fake ID, 2 fake IDs. So man's slipped up. You know what I'm saying? So you can run as far and as wide as you want to. Eventually, you will slip up. And when you slip up, you will get dragged. Sure. You will get dragged. I'm telling you. And it's so sad because now, having become a recent father, I just feel for the children, man. Because the children didn't ask to be in that situation of being labeled as the child of the bra that decided to pull the stunt. That child will never ever know privilege in his life again. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to burst out laughing like that. But it's all because of his father's doing. It's all because of... Hey, guys. It's really sad. So, for you scammers out there, it doesn't matter how far you run out of South Africa. Eventually, the law will catch up to you. If they can catch Bernie Madoff, which ran probably the biggest scam in the world, what makes you think they can't catch you that's running away with a scam of 9 billion rand? Come no, man. Stop being scared and start working for your money. Yari. And guys, this is another point that I wanted to make throughout this whole podcast, but it just keeps on escaping my tongue. Work for your money. If, like, for the young guns, I even wanted to say this, the ones that's still on school. Guys, there's nothing wrong with the weekend job. There's literally not. In the exam times, I understand, because in the exam times, weekends is the only time that you will get to properly study. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that you are trying to lift yourself up. You're trying to do something that's going to take you and your family out of poverty. But going through this route of trading Forex for people, losing their money and then blocking them, it just doesn't work. Like, I'm gonna revert back to the same topic for a brief second now. The guy that I spoke to that got scammed by Young Shayna, that brother's family of the Gaba brothers. Please go and look at how the Gaba brothers pulled up at Max, I think it's Max Lifestyle. Please go and look at how they pulled up, my bro. You guys are gonna scam the wrong fuck people, and you're gonna go freak because of it. Like, that bra was constantly telling me, my bro, I'm part of the Gaba family. This is not how we usually deal with things. This bra has a chance to do right and it doesn't want to. This bra, Imke was constantly telling me, my bro. But now, I was now so recent because they actually trended on Twitter, his family. And I saw that, these men don't play, my bro. These men don't play. I obviously delved a little bit further, and what I read was, when there's problems, they deal with it. And when I say deal with it, I mean they deal with it. So, stop taking money from people, my bro. You got your whole life ahead of you. Finish school, do it properly. There's nothing wrong with that. I think the problem with this generation is that you guys are feeling pressured by nothing but debt and social media, because that is what these Forex traders are putting themselves into, to come and flex on you every day. They go and put themselves in debt, and then they have to start scamming and stealing for real at some point, because the greed got out of hand. And this is what I don't want to happen in the Forex industry. Or I wouldn't say the Forex industry of the future, but in the future of the Forex. I do not want that to happen. I'll be real. I'll be real. You guys are thinking that because I do exposes, I'm out here hating you guys. Nah. Go and look properly at my videos. You will see with me exposing you, I'm also giving you a little word of encouragement so that you can go and dial other proper things. But all you guys are seeing is hate. Hate that isn't even there. I didn't, no, the only videos that I've made with proper malice and that I really digged into, that I got solid information on, was that videos of Marco. And other than that, no, I don't ever want to be sucked into a hole like that again. Cause not only did it take off my time, it burnt me out mentally and emotionally as well. I found myself being a fuck to people that don't even need it, that don't even deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like this, take your life serious, man. Take your lives serious. On the point of taking lives serious, over the weekend you probably have seen what has happened. Like I reported on the video of Grootman, but the ripples of it was too insane. Guys, this man was being exposed for filth on Twitter, or he still is being exposed for filth on Twitter. Like I couldn't stop laughing, and it wasn't a rude laugh, it was a funny laugh, because at the end of the day, this man is out here pulling rude stunts, and the hands that he be impressing are the hands that's busy eating up the people's screwing that he was supposed to use to make an investment with. Like, that was the saddest part to me. And then when you go look on their profiles, you will see, especially Grootman's profiles, you will see that there's no other section where it's like payouts and withdrawals and stuff. Say, look, I don't know if you guys have seen what happened, but I got put into a group over the weekend, and I'm gonna make a follow-up video on Grootman. It's actually necessary, because not only has this man been scamming through Forex, this man has been scamming through fake name-branded clothing, and most notably through the fake Nike Air Forces that he's been selling. Like, he's one of that people that goes to Belleville Oriental Plaza to go and buy the 350 rands pair of Air Forces, then he goes to Instagram, and then he goes and sell it there for 1,000 rand plus. Are you just? That's all I want to ask. Are you just? And there's so many people that have exposed him. Now, one thing that I want you guys to take note of: if a business person doesn't respect his one business, what makes you think he will respect his other business? And this is just something that I've learned from my ex-boss. That's all, because he owned 2 Spurs, an oldish white guy. He owned 2 Spurs, but the way he cared about them, right? He was always at the one, because at the one is where his rich neighbors would come to. I obviously don't want to say the area and which spur it actually is, but those of you who know me, who's been served by me, you guys would know exactly who I'm talking about. But that is where his rich neighbors comes to eat, so he's always there. But then the spur that I worked at, he also owned, so he would pop in there at least once a day. And I'm telling you, if anything was out of line, he would like to get it sorted like now. The customer to him was everything. Like, I'm telling you, if that man was in the shop, waiters would be performing to the point where no mistakes was made, because they knew if Rob is in the shop, you fuck up a table, you're gonna pay for that date, my bro. You're gonna pay for that date, because the client is your way to your table being filled every month, your fridges being filled every month, your bills being paid every month. So my point in case is, if Grootman couldn't look after people that was buying Nikes from him, what makes you think he was gonna look after your money? And guys, if I have to count now, because like I said, I'm in the group with over 30 people. When you put their monies together, And that group is growing every day because people is being added into that group as they must now expose him. And everyone has, this is the nicest thing about it all, everyone has the evidence in tow. No one is here coming like, oh, he scammed me, but my evidence is on my previous phone and I lost my. No, everyone have all of the evidence, my bro. All of it. So, when they have counted up how much money they have lost as a group, as a collective, it's like over 50, 60, 70k, my bro. And the hun that he dropped the other night on Instagram Live, yo, that was really funny. That keke guys, that was really funny. I was laughing myself in my chops because of that. So what happened was, I think her name is, I apologize if I am mispronouncing it, Tinile. Yes, I think that's her name. But you guys will know what I'm talking about. Tinile was live, and then all of a sudden she realized that Grootman wasn't following her anymore. Oh my god, and she started to panic. Yo, that was so funny. Because everyone that was in the group, in that group that we made about Grootman, or that they made about Grootman, that they just added me into, bruh, they were reporting as shit was going down. And the nice thing about it all was, no, the females have kind of exposed why they should stay out of these things. Because Ganile's one friend actually said that, guys, we are just the girlfriends. We don't know where the money is coming from. So my question here is that you want to tell me that your boyfriend is buying, your boyfriend, not your husband, your boyfriend, who was probably your sneaky link at the time, but your boyfriend who's buying you Gucci, Louis Vuitton every other day, taking you out to fancy dinners, taking you out to fancy lunches, you just living it up at the best hotels. Not one day have you asked, or have thought to ask, where did you get this money from? Like, I just think this is the difference between Cape Town chicks and the rest of the world chicks. Because Cape Town chicks actually know that some of these guys that's flashy out here are gangsters, and they don't want to get caught in the crossfire when the bullets come. So the question, how do you make your money, where does it come from, is really, really, really important. But then also the people everywhere know that they should also ask how they make their money, because there's a whole lot of guys in Cape Town that I'm gonna say it, that play for the LGBTQ community in private so they get paid. Anyway, that is what is happening. That is why I don't know, maybe the Cape Town kinders have come around and they are also now into the I don't care how my boy makes his screwing as long as he can sort me out. Maybe the Cape Town kinders have come to that as well, I don't know. But the point here is that kinders, stay away, man. Because you guys are gonna get victimized. Because if you look at it this way now, and this is just how it's been, man. I don't know, maybe I'm looking at it from a hood mentality, but then also most of the people that's being scammed comes from the hood, right? So I wouldn't entirely be wrong to see it this way. But my thing is this, if you scammed me, no, en nou gaat Fritz, hy geld op met my ander kind, and I don't get you, but I see that girl. Best believe if I'm with my sisters, I'll tell my sisters, verdala die ding het hy jong gehelp my kroon op vir het, verdala die ding. Like, and I'm not even joking now, it's just facts. There's no way that you are gonna help someone demolish other people's homes like this, man, and then get away with it, and then smile and laugh in people's faces, and then use the excuse, we are just the girlfriends, we don't know how they make their money. You must start paying attention. I'm telling you, you guys that's just in it for the soft life and that just wants to run off. Hey, I'm telling you guys, with the most respect, you guys have seen what has happened to that lady that ran after VMJ. I'm sorry for constantly taking it back there, but once again, this conversation falls in line with what happened there. You guys must be careful. The soft life that comes out of the hands of a scammer comes with a price. Be careful. Be careful. You guys are constantly out here. Oh, if you're the Illuminati, if you want to get illuminated, there's a price. If you want to get famous, you must sell your soul. And the same counts for the soft life. And I say that with the most serious look, because some of you almost think the soft life is easily attainable. It's not. It comes with a price, and sometimes that price is your life. I mean, look at Sandile Mansoe. I think I must actually make a video about that. Look at what happened with Sandile Mansoe and his girlfriend. If you don't know what happened to Sandile Mansoe, or what happened with Sandile Mansoe and his girlfriend, please go and Google it. I will even spell his name. Sandile. I'm sure we all know how to spell Sandile due to Sandile Shezi. But his surname is not Shezi. His surname is Mansoe, spelled M-A-N-T-S-O-E. Go and research. Y'all will see the soft life comes at a price. And sometimes that price is your life. Y'all can tell me now I'm wrong for bringing that up or anything, but it's just facts. Those chicks that were sitting there in that restaurant acting all pompous, acting like they are unfazed and the world can't do shit to them. Continue hanging out with scammers. Continue eating the monies of innocent people that trusted other. Continue. You guys will see where that ends you up. You guys will see. And the gag is now, these are stories that got to the newspapers. Where are the ones that don't even reach the newspapers? At the hands of Forex traders? That's all I'm gonna say. And the Forex, and I don't want to say Forex traders because it's gonna look like I'm generalizing now. I'm a Forex trader myself. But the ones that had scams, that ran scams, you will see. You will see. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's really been a pleasure. This was my first podcast. I did it without any training, but then I did, like, to me it's just like I did videos. All I'm gonna do now is talk a lot, and I love talking. If there's anyone out there that's watching that wants to give me a talk show on TV, come and talk to me. I love talking, and as you guys can see, I just want to talk straight off the head. Because here, look here, here's my bullet points, here's my talking points. Look at that few points. But I ran a whole show, 41 minutes. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's really been a pleasure hosting this first podcast of 2022. I'm really tired now. I really didn't think doing a podcast would make me this tired, but I'm tired now. I spoke a lot. So thank you so much for your support. If you really liked it, please do smash the like button. That really helps the podcast to be pushed out there. Please do leave your comments in the comment section, because this is as raw and real as you can find me. I have decided that sometime in this year I will start doing my lives again, because I know how much you guys liked me going live. So I'm gonna go live again. Thank you so much for your support. Smash that subscribe button if you're new here. Yo, I'm so tired. I'm busy repeating myself here. Let me just do the outro like I usually do it. Thank you so much for your support, guys. If you came this far, please do smash the like button. It really helps YouTube push the video much further. Please do leave your comments in the comment section, as I'm pretty keen to hear what you guys have to say about the young Shane and that whole school child topic that I had there. What you guys have to say about Johan Steinberg, my warning, and what happened. And then also last, what do you guys think about Grootman and the situation surrounding Grootman at this point? Please do smash that share button so that people can become aware of this podcast that is going on. And then also, if you're new here, please do smash that subscribe button. I welcome you to my channel. If you are new here, this is what we do. We put out Forex related content, and it is 2022 now, so I'm gonna expand my content much more further than just exposing. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.